It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Moghaetso ra go amogela gape ke lena le go le itumedisang tsatsi le letsatsi Expresso mo SABC3 re itisa le yo Dr. Darren Green, and of course in our health chat today we're talking about keeping germ-free in public spaces, and right now we've got Judith joining us on the line, calling us from Cape Town. Good morning, Judith.
Good morning, how are you?
Oh, very, very well. All the better for hearing your voice. What is your question or your comment?
Well, my comment is that I have a son who's a trucker. And he always tells me, Ma, you know, when you're out on the road there, you learn these things very fast. He says he never goes into a public shower to shower with bare feet. He always wears flip-flops.
All right.
And also he always has a Dettol spray handy, you know, when he uses the toilet or a shower, and he do a quick clean-up before he uses that facility.
Well, those are some great tips.
Yeah, it is definitely for someone who has to use these things. They must remember it at all times.
Absolutely, absolutely. Judith, thank you very much for sharing those tips with us. So just always being, you know, cognizant of your surroundings and making sure that you are germ-free. But let's quickly talk about the fact that, is it true, can you actually pick up diseases from public toilets?
Yes,
is that a complete yes?
Yes.
And UTI is one of them?
Yes.
Let's talk about UTI. What is that?
UTI, urinary tract infections. So a simple one is a bladder infection. That's the simple term. There are quite a few terms: cystitis, hemorrhagic cystitis, bladder infections, etc. So you get a bladder infection, and for ladies, obviously, it's a lot easier because the distance a bug or a germ needs to travel from the toilet seat or from the skin, colonizing the outside of the genital parts, to enter, obviously, the urethra, is quite short.
Yes.
Whereas in men, it's a longer pathway that the germ has to travel to get into the bladder.
Absolutely.
So that's what facilitates it, obviously. But there are many mechanisms as to why people develop infections. It's not just the germ crawling up the tube. It's also about you having stagnant urine. In other words, keeping the urine in for long periods of time and not going.
So don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Poor children, when it's cold in the winter months, they also keep it in classes. And that's what makes them prone to developing bladder infections as well.
Is it something that's easily treatable?
It is treatable. What we are finding that's tough, though, is the antibiotic resistance profiles of these bugs. Because we're using the wrong antibiotics, and too frequently we're using antibiotics without knowing which organism is causing the infection. The bugs are becoming superbugs.
Yes.
They're becoming resistant and clever. They're mutating, and then the antibiotics that we used to use aren't working as well.
I've heard that a lot of water and cranberry juice is a very good way of treating.
Cranberry juice actually prevents the organisms colonizing on the wall of the bladder.
Right.
And that's how it plays a role. Very important. And water obviously flushes the kidneys.
Little medical advice.
Good stuff.
We'll carry on talking to Dr. Darren Green about our health chat today. And once again, the lines are open. 0839133728. But right now, let's give you some tips on how you can remain germ-free in public spaces.